Hey, and welcome to another episode of Back from the Future. Now, today we are doing a reaction video of our very good friend Marcelito Pomoy. Now, I owe so much to this guy, absolutely. He is the guy that's projected my channel from going from 100 subs over to what it is now. I mean, when I first started doing reaction videos, somebody, I mean, I only had 100 subs, and somebody said to me, oh, and by the way, those 100 subs, most of them were friends and families and people I'd met off the streets and bullied, literally bullied them, you know, to sub to my channel. Basically, I said, if you don't sub to my channel, that's it, I'm going to cut you off. So I remember even working, when I was working in a retail store, I'd forced most of the employees to sub to my channel, so I'd got it up to 100. And a good friend of mine, Dazza, he goes to me, do a reaction video on this guy Marcelito. And I thought, you know what, I'll do it for a laugh. He was Marcelito was doing retro covers. I didn't know anything about him, so I did a blind reaction to his voice, and I was blown away. I didn't think anything of it. I uploaded the video anyway. And within a week or two, I went from a measly 100 subs, and I'd already been doing it. I think I'd been doing videos for almost a year anyway. It went from 100 to 1,000 and just kept exponentially growing. So I have so much to thank to Marcelito Pomoy for doing that, and his story is amazing. He is the original Slumdog Millionaire. I mean, his story is one of the greatest underdog stories of all time. This is a guy who lived and slept on the streets. He used to work in a bowling alley, and he'd like make $1 a day working there just so he could feed himself. And literally, he was struggling and fighting to get out of the slums. And within him, inside his soul, he dug so deep. I mean, this is a guy that was in absolute poverty. He had nothing, nada. All you people sitting at home, you know, you living in luxury compared to what he had. You know, this is a guy who didn't have time to be depressed. He didn't have time to feel sorry for himself. You know, he didn't even have time to cry himself to sleep. He knew that if he didn't find a way out, that he was gonna, you know, you live by the streets, you die by the streets. And from within him, he managed to pull out this amazing voice, that dual voice, absolutely phenomenal. And when I first heard it, I was totally blown away. So without further ado, I mean, he's on America's Got Talent show, and he's in the semi-finals, and you know, he's got a lovely, you know, through his journey he's found the love of his life, this amazing woman, and his life's been turned around, but he still remains humble. He never changed. He still remains the guy he was all those years ago, who had nothing. And I guess he realizes what a lot of people don't realize, is that as quick as you can make it, you can lose it as well. So he's kept himself grounded. And the other amazing thing is, you know, this guy had to dig so deep into his soul to bring that talent out. And it's amazing how most of us live quite comfortable lives compared to other people, and within us lies this amazing gift that, you know, that we don't feel the necessity to dig out and bring out within ourselves. Maybe if we, you know, we're in a situation where our options were limited, that maybe we could discover something. It's one of those things, if Marcelito, and I've said this in the last video, if Marcelito was born in a middle class family, he'd just have been an average Joe. Now let's get down to the nitty gritty and what this video is about. Marcelito Pomoy is on America's Got Talent. He's now made it into the semi-finals, and he's singing this song called, now forgive me as my pronunciation of this title is very bad, Partirò. And I've never heard this song before, so I'm quite intrigued as to how it will come across. So without further ado, let's get on with this reaction.
luce, luce buona stassa quando manca sole. Sei, non ci sei, tu con me. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te. It's time to say goodbye. Quando sei lontana sogno Lorenzo te mancano le parole. E io sei lo so che sei con me. Con me, con me, con me. Time to say goodbye. Paesi che non ho mai veduto e vissuto con te. Adesso sei libero con te. Suonavi per morire e io lo so. No, 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 non esistono più.
That was amazing, wasn't it? That is amazing. Wouldn't it be great if he could actually win America's Got Talent? That would be it. I think he would project. I mean, that would be phenomenal if he does it. And it will not only be good for himself, but other up-and-coming Filipino singers. I mean, the Philippines has this amazing wealth of talent. So hopefully this is the beginning of a new era. I'm hoping that he wins America's Got Talent. I am rooting for him. I think he is. But you know what it is? These shows, there's a lot of politics in the background. So the judges might have someone else in mind. But, you know, they get our expectations up and so forth. But, you know, let's look at the positive. Let's hope that Marcelito Pomoy can do this. I mean, literally, it is like Slumdog Millionaire, isn't it? Can this guy from the streets of the Philippines, streets of the gutters, you know, can he elevate himself to, you know, astronomical heights? And yes, it gives us hope that, you know, if he can do it, maybe we can do something really amazing with our lives if we just go out there and push and push and push. That I mean, what more can I say? What an amazing voice. I would love to. I think, you know, if I saw him in real life, I mean, he brings tears to my eyes just listening to him, you know, to him sing. And to see him in real life, oh my God, I think I'd have to take a box of tissues with me. So, guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like, subscribe, leave comments, good or bad, I don't really care. Just as, you know, even if you don't like my videos, that's fair enough. That's up to you. But if you did like them, all the more better. I gain, you know, good information and knowledge from your recommendations and how I can improve the channel. And any other undiscovered singers that you might know of, please mention them. And I'll be doing more reactions on Marcelito and on Morissette and all the other singers as well, and Dimash, of course. So guys, like, subscribe, leave comments, and I'll see you in the future if there is one.